Thank you, almighty Bill Nye the Science Guy. We worship your overlord wisdom. Welcome, Earthlings, to our newest edition of the YOU-niverse here in spatial limbo, the only space broadcasting television show made by the friendly neighborhood aliens for all your human lifeform needs. As always, my name is Elsa Extraterrestrial, and I'm here with my co-host, Marvin Martian. Take it away, Marvin.
Today we're discussing the mind child of one particularly intriguing Earthling, Mikio Kaku. In his book, Physics of the Impossible, Kaku discusses the relative possibility of futuristic technologies like those from your Earth entertainment centers, the Star Wars, and the Star Trekking, and the Back to the Future times. Let's hear what he has to say.
Invisibility. Just decades away, we will have something resembling Harry Potter's invisibility cloak. Something equally astonishing is shape-shifting. When you see science fiction movies like Terminator 2, and you see the evil robot turn into jelly and then ooze its way through obstacles, you say to yourself, no way can that happen. Believe it or not, we scientists are making huge inroads into that area. It means that if I have a clump of clay made out of thousands of millions of little dots, I push a button, then the charges rearrange themselves to form a statue, a car, whatever you want. This means that I can push another button and this clay turns into a house. Or I push another button and a whole city rises out of the desert. Sounds like science fiction, but the basic steps are being done today.
But those are just a few of Kaku's visions for humans of the future. With our superior alien technologies, we were able to create renditions of what some Kaku's ideas would look like on Earth.
Yeah, you're gonna be a dude in a couple years. Hey man, answer your mustache. I just sent you a really funny video.
Okay. Wow, that was a really funny video.
I know, right?
Now to Bill Nye's The Science Guy, to give us, as you Earthlings call it, the down low on physics of the impossible. It is an honor to be in your presence, Mr. Bill Nye, sir.
Sure thing, you freaky alien. Basically, what Kaku argues is that there are many things that we consider to be impossible today that will very likely be possible in the future. He divides these impossibilities into three types. Class 1 impossibilities, things that do not violate the laws of physics and may be commonplace in the near future, like force fields. Class 2 impossibilities, things that are at the very edge of our understanding of the world but do not violate the laws of physics like time travel. And Class 3, things that do violate the laws of physics like seeing the future.
But now, Bill of the Science, sir, if they violate the laws of physics, how could they be possible?
Well, that's just it. We could be wrong. In fact, we usually are. Consider the following. In the 1600s, Isaac Newton essentially created physics. Everything he put forth was held as scientific truth for 300 years when Einstein came along. Einstein proposed the theory of relativity, which completely changed the way we looked at classical Newtonian physics. While Newton was not incorrect, we now know that he only had a part of the picture. Today, we know that the universe is far more complicated than even Einstein thought. But all we really know is that we effectively know nothing compared to the vast knowledge that we've yet to discover. That's why Class 3 impossibilities may in fact be possible. We think that they are impossible, but we could one day make a new discovery that demonstrates otherwise.
Thank you, Mr. Sir Bill Nye, sir. We are so humbled by your vast knowledge.
Some people agree with Kaku's expectations for the future, like Professor Ronald Mallet from the University of Connecticut, and his experimentations to try and prove the possibility of human time travel.
I'm going to time travel back to when my beloved Mr. Piggy Poo was alive.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
But some do not support Kaku, like the Mr. Dwight Garner of the New York Times. He finds Kaku's ideas out of this world, excessive and too imaginative. He even calls his writing dull.
Still others, like Mr. Sean Chappie, a high school Newtonian physics teacher, find Kaku's theory of nothing is impossible a drift too far from concrete science into the unknown.
I think it's flawed. I think that he's a futurist, and that and a lot of his core arguments are based on the idea that physics as we know it will be proven incomplete. And he's right about that, that there are a few open-ended things, but those things are in extreme regions of the universe under extreme conditions. And anything we find there is unlikely to overturn the conditions that we know a lot about. The other thing, he sort of uses the quantum realm and what I'll call the macroscopic, you know, the world of many atoms. He kind of uses those realms interchangeably, which really cannot be done. And the third thing, he's also completely confused in what I call, metaphysical realities. Like he blends and interchanges the physical and the metaphysical in a way that I think is prone to error. Time travel will not be. Teleportation will not be. Well, all forces are fields. Force fields are, the electrostatic force is the field, electromagnetic force is the field. There's no force that's not a field. So if you're talking about a Star Warsian invisible effect, right? It's already here. It's already there. It's just that making it strong enough to manifest is not really a reality. So it could be, but it's not principle yet. Kaku, he's viewed as having gone rogue. That it's
off the deep end.
Yeah. What happened? He got involved with this film called What the Bleep, right? So What the Bleep was its attempt was to make bring quantum mechanics to the average person. It does that partially. What it also does is fill a lot of people with a lot of bad ideas about what quantum mechanics is and what it's not. So any of the physicists involved in What the Bleep have pretty much discredited themselves from the physics community. So they're now resigned to writing books as their source of popularity. A statement like "we really know nothing" goes a bit too far, because we know a whole lot about the physical properties of matter, right? Thus all of modern technology that we know. Now, there are things that science cannot touch, and there are kinds of knowledge that are not part of the epistemology of science. And if you want to study these things, you should go to the cultures that are specializing in these things. It's called magic, if you were looking for like Harry Potter-like stuff, right? Harry Potter-like stuff exists, but you're going to find it deep in the remote regions where there are cultures who still have the ancestral knowledge of these things. So I would say, if you want to study the impossible, don't put your hopes in physics.
But the decision comes down to you, Earthlings. Read Physics of the Impossible and decide for yourself. Is Kaku a tad too out there and needs a trip to the crazy bucket, as humans say? Or is physics capable of explaining and developing such advanced technology?
For now, we say goodbye, human friends, and we will see you next time on the YOU-niverse. I'm Marvin.
And I'm Elsa. Oh.
Thanks for watching.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
And remember, kids, science rules.
Science rules. Inertia is a property of matter. T minus.
Hello.
Hey, dude. Dude, what's that? I can't take you serious.
I'm getting green on your carpet.
It's okay.